I'm here with the biggest asshole in the UFC, Tom Aspinall. Tom, why does everyone think you're an asshole?
Well, I think everybody is sometimes.
You're called Stipe and Jon Jones old farts.
It's two old farts having a fight.
Yeah.
You said Stipe should drop out of the main event like Joe Biden dropped out of the presidential election.
The guy needs to be pulled out of the race. The guy needs to be Joe Biden, mate. He's too old. Stick me in.
It's not very gentlemanlike, you know, for a Britishman.
No, you're right, but I think it's quite funny. I had a laugh at it, at least. I entertained myself, so
Yeah.
I thought it was all right.
So you think you're an asshole yourself?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, sometimes. Hey, everyone can be. Tom, you have the shortest average fight time in UFC history. Does finishing early just come naturally to you?
Veteran. Once you finish, that's once.
You just have a knack for finishing other men early?
Yep.
Yeah, has that happened in any other areas in your life? To jump start early?
Across the ball. Full spectrum. Full spectrum.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, 1 in 5 men. You know what I mean? Happens to the best of us. Tom, are you familiar with the term glazing?
Yeah.
Glazing? Could you define it for me?
It's when someone is like, I don't know the literal meaning of it. It's when someone is like bigging someone else up a lot.
Yes, the Oxford Dictionary term is meat riding someone extremely hard, usually in the form of praising.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Dana White has been glazing Jon Jones?
A little bit of glazing going
A
on.
little bit of glazing.
But for justified reasons, John is one of the best to ever do it, so I understand.
Who's Tom Aspinall's GOAT?
GSP.
No bias there.
How do I say this? He's never failed for PDs.
That's fair. That's probably on the criteria. Where's Jon Jones rank on that list?
Second. Yeah, I think you'd be silly to say that he wasn't one of the best ever.
Jon Jones recently walked out of an interview with Adam Catterall. Do you think Jon Jones just has a phobia of English people?
A phobia. It's a scary accent though, especially Catterall.
You probably watched the movie Snatch.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want any part of that.
Oh no, I don't know. No, I see why he did it. He'd had enough. He'd had enough questions, and me and Adam are friends. John's obviously seen bits of it. Didn't want any part of Catterall.
I think it could be British phobia.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Now, I'll be honest with you, Tom. I agree with Jon Jones. I don't think you've done enough to earn a title shot. Let's look at your resume. Second most UFC finishes since 2020. Shortest average fight time in UFC history with 122 seconds. How many times have you fought in the second round? What, maybe once?
I think twice in my career.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've only been in the octagon a total of 41 minutes. What makes you think you deserve a title shot?
Interim title I've got as well. Defended it. Did you mention that?
I understand that, but again, interim. But I mean, like, if you look at someone like Bilal Muhammad, he had to wait till he was 36 years old, had to work a lot harder to finally get a title shot. Do you think you need to add anything more to your resume?
Interim's enough.
Tom, don't you think it's a little bit hypocritical to say Jon Jones is ducking you? Because you've ducked fighters yourself.
Who?
Curtis Blades. This is vision of you, ducking Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
You recall this year?
I do recall that, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of didn't want to fight him there.
Listen, get the second fight up. That's what I say.
Well, this is clearly footage of you refusing to get up and fight him. And I've seen people fight with injuries.
Yeah.
And okay, yeah, the second fight, you fought him when he was a lot older. Feels like you're kind of picking and choosing here, Tom.
Oh no, he's only 2 years old.
You're looking for favourable fights, is that what you're doing?
If you put it in terms of prime, he was 2 years closer to his prime. And I wasn't fighting an old Blade. I was fighting like a 32-year-old Blade.
So you haven't ducked, that's what you're trying
I
to
didn't
say.
duck him. Give myself a little bump on the knee in that first one.
Do you know what record you could potentially break next, Tom?
No, I don't know. Go.
The most interim title defenses.
Yeah.
It would be historic. How proud would you if you finally break that voodoo?
I don't want that one. That's the one that I don't want. I didn't want to defend it the first time, really. The reason that I defended it was a couple of reasons. First, it was in Manchester, which is where I'm from.
Hefty.
And second, I got the loss to Curtis Blades with the knee injury. I didn't want to end it like that, me and Blades. We had to, put a full stop. I thought it was silly doing it the first time.
You don't want to add that to your resume, that's what you're saying.
No, that's a record that I don't want.
Now, we're in the US. I want to ask you. Donald Trump or King Charles? Who do you got in the octagon? Who wins in a fight?
Oh, well, I've told you this before, that I'm anti-monarchy.
I know, but I'm not. I know if you don't like the monarchy or not, but who do you think wins in a scrap?
Donald Trump will do him. Easy. Donald Trump's got that dog in him.
Yeah.
And I don't think that King Charles does.
King Charles would probably duck him.
Yeah, I think he'd duck him.
I'll take Donald Trump every day of the week. You've seen what he's done in WWE, clothesline Vince McMahon. I think he can scrap. Now, your dad's been a massive influence on your MMA career. But be honest with me, Tom. Do you know if he's actually your father?
Yeah. I've questioned it a lot over the years.
You have?
Yeah, asked him on a lot of occasions, and he's kept it consistent for 31 years now, so...
Have you done a DNA test?
No.
Yeah, so there's no confirmation.
No confirmation. There's nothing set in stone, mate. It's still up for debate.
Well, I mean, because look at the size of you, Tom. You look at the size of him. Is there anything you find that you kind of do the same?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Like what?
That's a good question.
I'm just saying we need some genetics testing.
We have a lot of similarities that doesn't involve height, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Bone structure, body type, similar.
I know
Stuff
about
like
that,
that.
Tom. I think he may have had you on the Alistair Overeem horse meat diet as a
I don't
child.
think so. I don't think so. No.
I want to play a game with you, Tom Aspinall.
Okay.
Okay, it's called Duck or Goat.
You played it before this one?
Oh, you played Duck or Goat?
No. Okay. First time.
You just tell me if they've ducked or if they're the goat in their respective field. Starting with the Kardashians. Are they the goat in the reality TV space or are they ducks? And I mean, they literally sometimes do look like ducks.
Goals. There's about 10 of them. They're all multimillionaires for doing absolutely nothing.
Very true.
So respect that.
Floyd Mayweather, duck or goat? Why I say that? He didn't fight Manny Pacquiao in his prime.
I would say GOAT though still.
Still goat?
Yeah. Because he's done it his way and he's made money out of it. So, fair play.
Last one, LeBron James, duck or goat?
Is he a basketballer? You're asking the wrong guy. You're asking...
Probably the most famous basketballer in the 21st century, Tom.
There's him. Kobe Bryant is a.
Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That's my knowledge of basketball.
There's your top three right there. So duck or goat, LeBron James?
Duck.
You're putting him duck. Okay, you're putting Michael Jordan
I
first.
watched the documentary on Michael Jordan, so...
You're the last stand. You like the
I
last
went
stand.
to my first basketball game last night. Didn't enjoy it.
Didn't enjoy
It
it.
was alright, it was alright. They're quite fast and agile, but at the end of the day, they are throwing a ball to each other and catching it and trying to throw it through a hoop. Not that exciting.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest asshole in the UFC, Tom Aspinall. What's your message to fans after UFC 309? What's on the agenda?
Hopefully going to fight Jon Jones, or it's going to vacate and I'm going to fight somebody else, or I might just sack it off and
Call it a day.
do something else, get another job.
Thank you, Tom.